Okay, our next guest comes to us from the Clinton Global Initiative, where we were yesterday. Yunus is an economist, Nobel Peace Prize winner, and also founder of Grameen Bank, which is a microfinance lender. And Dr. Yunus, great to have you with us. And you've just announced at this conference, actually, a new plan to help girls in Bangladesh gain access to health care. And as you know, health care is a very big topic here in the U.S. But I want to start off with first your main business, which is essentially being the banker to the poor. That's what you've been called. Now, how have you been able, I was reading some of the statistics, how have you been able to get a 98% payback rate on your loans when banks here are suffering from defaults from their borrowers?
Yeah, it's a very simple thing. We come very close to the borrowers. Our basic principle is people should not come to the bank. Banks should go to the people. So right now we have over 8 million borrowers, 97% women. They're all over Bangladesh. And we have 28,000 staff who go around every week, meet the borrowers at the doorstep every day to do the business at their doorstep. So it's a very closeness between the borrower and the lender. And also we do the work in a way which is precisely what they intend to do, and we are close so they know that this is something that they cannot blow up the program project to impress the bank. They don't have to. You do exactly what you have said, and that way we remain very close to the reality of life.
Right, and we're not talking small pocket change. We're talking about $18 billion, I believe, that you've loaned out to these borrowers. So, is there any model, I suppose, or anything we could learn from that type of banking that you do that could be applied here in the United States?
Sure, we already do it in the United States. We lend in Bangladesh. We lend out over $100 million a month and over $1 billion a year. So this same idea, same methodology has been applied in Jackson Heights, in Queens, in New York City, to address the people who have no income. So we gave them the loans. Now we have 1,200 borrowers in Queens, and their repayment rate is 99.3%. It's exactly the same way, no collateral, no guarantee. Women get together in 5-member groups and meet every week and do the business with the Grameen America, and have a savings account for themselves. So same way and same results, and for income generating activity, so that you start producing income for yourself by investing the little money that you've borrowed from the program.
Right, but Dr. Yunus, I mean, essentially you're able to evaluate these people on different criteria in terms of their creditworthiness. So is there any difference in the way that we should be applying creditworthiness to American borrowers then?
We say the same thing. All human beings are creditworthy. There's nobody is an exception. It's a question of how we do business. We bring them in. We don't go into investigating their past, how their credit record and so on. We always tell people that, look, we are not interested in your past. No matter what we have done in the past, that we are not going to dig into it. We are interested in your future. Let's build future together. And as long as you're interested, you're serious about your future, we are in business together.
Okay, and I want to talk just in the time that we have about the new healthcare initiative that you have in Bangladesh, because healthcare is very important here in the United States, and Bangladesh is a long way off from here in New York. But I mean, how exactly is the system that you're creating there? How could any of that be applied here to our system as we're trying to reform it and revamp it?
When I talk about our healthcare program, many of the medical schools here in USA, they become very interested. We have now Emory Medical, Johns Hopkins, and Duke University, Harvard University, very interested in our work because they see the resemblance of the problems between Bangladesh and USA, because many people are left out of the the healthcare system. So we are trying to develop in a way we can provide the service to even the bottommost person in a very efficient way. One of the way we are trying to do involve the information technology, where we cannot bring the doctor to serve them. So we are designing a special type of diagnostic equipment, very simple, very portable, and we are having a joint collaboration with General Electric to help us design those things. So this is one way you design things.
Great. Dr. Yunus, we're out of time, but thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back.